Hi, and welcome back to You Handled That Perfectly. I'm Kelly,
And I'm Carly.
and we are moms, entrepreneurs, and best friends here to talk about the messy, beautiful, and sometimes chaotic journey of balancing business, motherhood, and life.
Let's get into it.
Today, we are back with what we're calling a mid year check in.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just a temperature check for how you're feeling about life and how things are going, and just kind of opening your eyes so you don't sleepwalk through the next 5, 6 months and then start the year all panicky that you didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah. And these next few months are where things get crazy. So
Yes.
let's
Although
do a check in.
although it's funny because as we're recording this, we are in the midst of what they call Maycember
Yeah.
because it's just so crazy at the end of school, especially for moms who
Yes.
have to do all of the things. And then now when this comes out, we're towards the end of summer, and the end of summer means school starting and all the holidays.
Yeah.
So is there ever really not a busy time?
No, it's the curse of if I can just get through this week,
Yeah.
the lies we tell
Yes.
ourselves.
So true. But this
Yeah.
is just meant to be fun. This isn't super serious, but it's also just kind of vibe check.
Yeah. Let's check.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to do this sort of in a question and answer style. So we'll ask a question and then one or both of us will answer.
Love it.
Okay. So first, let's recap. What was your word of the year? And do you feel like it still applies now that we're about halfway through?
Yes.
Okay. Tell
I
us.
feel like I couldn't have picked a better word. And actually, I
Oh,
didn't pick it. I'm pretty sure that Chat GPT picked it
oh,
for
that's
me.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think just another kind of plug for AI, when used properly, it can actually really help you. So I gave it a bunch of information about how I was feeling. My word for 2026 is aligned. And I cannot tell you how many times that has come up everywhere for me this year, which I feel like is just a little poke from the universe. Like, make sure to keep this top of mind. And also, it's just been really grounding for me. Like, it really has kept me aligned with my goals, with where I want to be. And that's not to say that I haven't made changes to what that is or what those are throughout the year. But at the end of the day, I come back to, is that aligned with my priority? Is that aligned with my end of the year goals? So I've
Yeah.
loved it.
Great.
Yeah. And actually, I'm wearing my
Oh,
bracelet.
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Little words project. I can't get enough of.
I know I was going to mention them in my answer. So my word of the year was abundance. And it was funny because in, I think, February, I met this woman and and we were talking about it. And she said, just be careful because if you call too much abundance in, it'll be an abundance of things maybe you don't want. Like, be really
So true.
specific about the abundance you're looking for because you don't want an abundance of dirty dishes, as well as the example she gave.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, fair point.
Yeah.
I don't want an abundance of that. I don't want an abundance of my dog barking. I don't, there's like things that I don't want an abundance of. And I think about that, when I am doing things, but I'm actually not sure that that is my word this year.
Ooh, plot twist. Okay. What is it?
Well, I think it's intuitive
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I
or
should have
like
known.
to use my intuition. It has
Yeah.
been coming up so much everywhere. Just do a gut check.
Yep.
Follow your intuition. I'm seeing it everywhere. People are saying it to me. It's just really been it was sort of like the year that fearless was my word.
Yeah.
And right now intuition is really coming up a lot. But I was actually thinking about Little Words Project because maybe it's not a word of the year for me, but maybe it's more like a word of the season or a word of the month
I
for
love
me.
that. Yeah.
Because I do feel like so much what do they say? Like everything changes, everything stays the same.
Mhm.
And I feel like there is a lot of that, but I feel like my where I'm putting my energy sort of changes every few months.
Mhm.
And so doing the check-in and saying, is this word still applying? I mean, who doesn't want abundance of certain things? Everyone.
Yeah.
But I feel like right now I need to do sort of like a gut check and check my intuition on certain things and see if it still feels aligned.
I love it. Come back to me and we'll check if it's aligned.
Yeah. But what my next word might be for my next season is thriving,
Oh, I love it.
because that's the word of the month for May for Little Words Project.
Mhm.
And ever since you told me that was going to be the word, it is just stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is what I want.
Yeah.
30, flirty, and thriving.
We're going to have
40,
to, yeah.
whatever it is.
40 is the new 30, flirty, and thriving.
Yeah.
It's just got to rhyme.
Maybe it isn't flirty because
Yeah. Because
I'm a happily married woman.
who has the energy for that?
And who has the energy? But, maybe it's 40, fearless and thriving
Oh,
or
I love it.
something.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think that right now I have to lean into intuition because it's coming up so much. But I think that maybe for the new school year, it's thriving.
I love that so much. And I love that you are reassessing, not just sticking to it because you're like, this is my word.
Yeah, that's not really me.
No. But also, it's pretty cool to think about what that lady said about abundance, because that
Yeah.
is the key behind manifestation, is to be really specific. It's that be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So, yeah, ask for an abundance of love in your life, an
Yeah.
abundance of money in your wallet. I don't know. Whatever it is, yeah, just be really specific
Yeah.
and don't be afraid to reassess.
Right.
Love it.
All right.
So, let's jump into some other questions.
Okay.
So, what would you say has been draining your energy lately?
That's an interesting question. We don't usually go negative,
Yeah.
but this one I had an answer to immediately when we were
Ooh, okay.
talking about questions. There have been so many things we've signed up for, courses we've taken, companies we've signed up to work with, groups, whatever that we've signed up to do that have not lived up to our expectation of what they sold to us.
Yeah.
And we're almost through with one of them.
Yeah.
We've finished with another one, and I just feel like I need to cleanse my palette of certain places that I'm putting energy because they're not living up to the expectation, and it's exhausting when you're having to constantly feel let down
Yeah.
by somebody that you have paid money to for a product that they're not delivering.
You always say under promise and over deliver.
Yeah.
And I think that's where our expectations lie. And so when we find people, companies, whatever it may be that we're working with, or just that we're interacting
Yeah.
with, that aren't on that same level with us, it's very draining because we pride ourselves on quality and timeliness and just all the good things.
Honesty.
Honesty, yeah.
Living up to your word, doing what
Yeah.
you say you're going to do. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. But don't tell me that you're a company that does a specific thing and then not provide that specific thing.
And then act out.
Shocked when
Yeah,
we ask for it.
exactly. Like, wait, we don't do that like that,
Like,
even though that's what we said.
yeah.
Yeah. And I know this question sounds inherently negative, but I also look at it from the frame of when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else.
Yeah.
So in this specific case that we're talking about, it was not only a monetary investment, but a time and energy investment.
Yeah.
And that is just not how we are going to do the next 6 months. So I think for us, like, this mid-year check-in with that came at a really good time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but the thing was it was a full body yes at the time that
Yeah.
we went in on it. And now it's been a year and we're like, wow, now it's a full body no.
But I also think it was a full body yes because of what was being promised.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was any deception in the promises. I think it's just something that maybe changed along the way, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So just time for
Yeah.
a mid-year check-in,
Heck
reassess,
yeah.
and not give my time, energy, money to something that is draining me.
And isn't going to either bring you joy, free up your time, or bring in, more income or something.
Right.
I agree. Love it.
On the flip side of that, is there something that's been giving you energy lately?
My immediate reaction is Alani.
Nice.
Because honestly, getting through the days sometimes just requires extra caffeine.
Yeah. And they're
But
tasty.
yeah, but sponsor us. But my serious answer to that, something that has been sort of just giving me energy and propelling me through getting through another week is just it's so funny. It's just kind of trusting my gut. I think a lot of times I feel like I have to check in, and I don't mean like not checking in with you or my husband on things, but being very deliberate about who I share ideas or information with, and realizing I've never really been an oversharer,
No, I wouldn't say that about you.
but I think I'm trusting my gut a lot more. And so that's sort of been giving me energy of like, just keep going. Like you're on the right path. So it's kind of funny because I didn't think about it as trusting my intuition, but here we are.
Here we are.
I'm aligned in trusting my intuition.
Great. So along those lines, is there a small shift you can make that would make you feel lighter? We always say like, what's something you could do that would help you breathe easier? Is there a step you could take that would do that?
Yes. I think that for me, just reminding myself that productivity doesn't always look the same from person to person, from day to day, from hour to hour.
Yeah.
I had one of the most productive days the other day. I texted you this. I was like, great news. I had a productive day, but I haven't started editing the podcast, which is due in a few hours. But I think
Yeah.
that's okay. Like leaning into where my energy feels the strongest, I think is this small shift I'm going to make over the next few months.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
And we talk about that too, doing things in at the time that you feel motivated to do
yes.
them.
Yeah, don't fight it.
Yeah.
Like there are so many times where I feel like I have to do something
Yeah.
and you are going to spend 10 times longer and probably not get it done. So I have a similar question for you. Let's say in the next week, what is your next step? Big or small?
Okay, well, you guys all know about my struggle with my closet.
Take us along.
I bought a dresser
Nice.
to put in my closet. I have it assembled and it's still in my bedroom. I
Okay.
haven't moved it to the closet yet.
It's progress.
I'm going to move it to the closet.
I think that's a great realistic goal. And if you get more done, great. And if not,
At least it's in the closet. At least I
yeah.
have a dresser in the closet.
Yeah.
I could start then as I do laundry, putting the stuff away and
Yeah.
not having to like do everything all at once. But I do have to move things and shift things to get it in. And so that's going to be the step is just do that and just get it in the closet.
That's huge.
For
That
me, it's huge.
that feels like a small-ish task that will be a huge payout.
Yeah,
I love
I'll
it.
breathe easier.
So I think for both of us, let's give some feedback on what handling it perfectly would look like from here.
Okay. I think, well, so we're recording this in May, but it's
Mhm.
coming out mid July. And we are taking my son out of daycare.
So big.
I know. We've been with this daycare for 9 years.
Wow.
Could you, like, I can't even fathom what this is going to look like. For 9 years, every day, going in, seeing the same people, having really, friendly
Yeah.
relationships with them. And then what? Just never again?
I mean, I felt that with my kids' preschool, and we were only there for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe 5 years total. Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
big relationship.
I know. Feels like when I was was telling them, I was like, I can't talk about it, but just so you know, like we're coming up on our last month here.
Aw.
Um, and so there's gonna be a really big shift because my son's gonna go from this small classroom, small school, daycare to a big public school for TK. And so I think for me, it's just keeping in check with my patients,
Yeah.
knowing that he's going through a giant transition.
And so are you.
Yeah, and so are we, and just giving grace to that. And then also now my daughter's going from lower grades, middle grades of the elementary school to older
Yeah.
class, like 4th grade, like
Yeah.
you're an upperclassman, and that's gonna be a shift for her as well. And now her brother's gonna be at her school, and so there's gonna be, they'll have things on the same day. We're gonna have to visit 2 classrooms at open house and do 2 things at the
Yeah.
different times. You know how it is.
Welcome.
So I think that for me, handling it perfectly is just giving them patience and myself patience, and knowing that I'm doing all that I can to balance these really big changes.
I think that's huge because it is hard. I mean, any age difference has its challenges and its upsides, obviously. And you are going to have the benefit of one school drop off, which is huge.
Amazing.
But yeah, it is going to be a different dynamic for them too, being in the same school. It's going to, I would say 90% be positive just
Yeah.
because of how their relationship is. But yeah, it's that little bit of like, you want them both to feel super special. And when things overlap, it becomes tough. So giving everyone grace.
Yeah.
I love it.
What about you? What does handling it perfectly look like for you?
I think I'm going to go a little bit more general. I think, again, we're recording this in May.
Yep.
And so my plan for summer, kind of along the productivity lines that I talked about before, is just to really allow myself to get done what I want to get done this summer and not be apologetic for that, I guess. And obviously there's things that will have to get done. Like that's just anything, but I feel like during the school year especially, I get everyone else's laundry done first. I make sure all the common spaces look nice. I mean, from a work perspective, I don't think anything is going to change because
Here we are.
we have like a nice working, we have a nice working dynamic.
What?
But even being okay if for the summer, you know, we're actually having an intern this summer, so
We
that's really
are, yeah.
exciting. Thank you, intern, for editing this into reels. But I think, being okay with not focusing extra on the business over summer when I'm already at capacity with the kids,
Yeah.
or just really being okay with them being in their summer program for me to clean out my closet.
Yeah.
Like these are really hard self-care things for me, and I feel like I'm gonna put it on a positive note because I was gonna say I feel like if I don't accomplish this by the end of the year, but I'm gonna put a positive spin on it.
You were just talking about giving yourself grace.
I know. But I feel like if I can accomplish this, like in a general sense of feeling like I'm allowing myself to actually complete projects and tasks that are for me, I think I'm going to feel really good by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
Great.
Yeah. Thanks.
What's something small that made your life weirdly better lately?
Tarot cards.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just really fun. What about you?
Okay, it's gonna sound weird and it's not small and it's not new. Well, it's small, I guess it can be, but it's not new and it's candy.
Oh, that's great. Literally a lifesaver.
I have like, if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with candy. And I was at an event the other day and this guy was like, "Oh, I love candy." And I was like, "Thank you. Yes, me too. I can be an adult and love candy." Anyways, candy keeping
J-
me going.
Just as a little aside, I was like, I need to go to the little mart here. Does anyone need anything? And they're like, no. I went over and I bought hot tamales.
Nice.
I just was like, I want hot tamales.
Yeah.
Like, if I want candy, I want candy.
Yeah. So I have like a little bit of candy in the afternoon. I
Yeah.
love it.
I love that too.
Yeah.
What are you currently obsessed with?
Okay, so this is weird. It's kind of an older show, but Rosalie and Isles.
Oh, I love that show.
I know. Me too. I've
So
been watching
good.
it, like just binge watching it. I love it. I'm
So
obsessed.
good.
I know they're so great.
I love that dynamic.
Me too.
It's like us if we were
Them. Okay, what about you? What's something you're currently obsessed with?
My first thought was all things woo,
Yeah.
just because it makes me so happy. Like
Yeah.
I said, the tarot cards, it's not like I'm seriously planning my future on what the cards hold.
I hope
However,
not.
however, I don't know, I just all this kind of synchronicities and angel numbers and all this kind of stuff is just really making me happy lately, and I think that's all it's supposed to do.
Great. What's been your go-to mood booster?
Snacks.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, honestly, it sounds funny, but at the end of the day, I probably haven't eaten enough,
Yeah.
and just in general, like the little treats thing we always talk about, but I need my little snacks and then I'm happy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Alani. Turns out I found something that really gives me a whole lot of energy.
Yeah. It's like I feel like we like our vanilla lattes in the morning
Yeah.
for more of the ritual,
Yeah.
but Alani gets it done.
Yeah, seriously.
That should be your new motto.
Alani gets it done.
Yeah.
Carly gets it done.
We get it done on Alani. If your next 6 months had a vibe, what would it be?
It would be calm isn't the right word, but at peace.
Oh, I like that.
Thriving. Thriving
Thriving.
at peace.
We can never do just one word. We always have to have like a
Gosh,
phrase.
I know. Well, because like it makes more sense. But
I like it.
yeah, I feel like I want the next like harmonious.
Oh,
Harmonious.
that is it.
Okay,
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
So that's what it is. If my next 6 months had a vibe, it would be harmonious.
I love that.
What about you?
I just initially thought of go with the flow.
Oh,
Not so much like not getting anything done, but just kind of wherever the flow takes me that day, trust.
yeah, lean into it.
Yep.
Nice. What's one thing you'd do differently if you could redo the last 6 months?
Oh man. I'm not one for regrets. Like I really
Yeah.
do say no regrets. Everything is a learning experience. I think there's a couple things that I wouldn't have signed up for.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. I feel like we're in agreement on that.
Yeah. That's,
Just but also that's a learning experience.
and like things probably came from it. It's just
Yeah.
when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else.
Yep. Last question.
Okay.
Maybe this last question we should answer for each other.
Okay.
This would be really fun.
This is fun. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you first.
Okay.
What's been your most unhinged or chaotic moment so far?
Okay, so I'm answering this for you.
Oh yeah, what's been my most unhinged or chaotic moment so far?
I feel like you are very even keeled.
Yeah.
And so one of the most unhinged moments was
Oh,
the
no.
first time you had an Alani.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing because you were just super giggly. It was just like you on caffeine. It was really fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
And I have to agree.
But
Yeah.
chaotic, I don't really think of you as chaotic.
No, I'm
so
not chaotic.
so just unhinged, it was just really funny because you were very giggly.
Yeah. Yeah. That probably was it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is unhinged or chaotic, but you did text me recently that you spent 2 hours in a like conglomerate kind of store locally.
Yeah.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, it was. Very unhinged. Like during the
Like,
middle of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like if that's how you, whatever, who am I to judge? But
No.
it's also out of character for you to
Yeah.
go spend 2 hours in one store.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, it was a giant store with like
Yeah.
a bunch of different vendor booths. But I think for me, it really was kind of a mental break that I
Yeah.
needed. And it felt unhinged. I was like, oh my gosh, I just keep walking and this place keeps going and I'm just looking at everything and
Well, like you entered like another universe or
Dimension.
dimension. Yeah, like you entered another dimension and all of a sudden
yeah.
you're like walking into the maze of this other dimension.
Yeah. It was awesome. That is pretty unhinged, especially for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because normally you're like, okay, this is great.
Yeah.
And
Let's
then,
go.
Let's go. Yeah. What's next? But
Where's my coffee?
maybe because it kept going, there kept being a what's next, you just kept
Yeah.
going into it, but I was like, "Whoa, you just spent 2 hours there?"
I'm also someone that enjoys things more the second time I do them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the unknown, and it was the second time I was there.
Yeah,
So
true.
I think maybe that had something to do with it too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure there were other things that we've both done that you're like, "You're insane,"
I
but
mean, that's half of our friendship,
part of
but
life.
well, that was really fun. I
Yeah.
hope that you guys, get together with a friend and ask these questions or just to yourself and journal.
Yeah, check in with yourself, see where you're at.
Yeah, we'll put the questions out at some point. I can't wait to hear your answers.
Yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time.
And in case no one told you,
You handled that perfectly.
bye.
Bye.